Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans, and I've been absolutely inundated with dozens of emails, and I read every email I get, and I try and help where I can. Okay, I do have the time to do this sort of stuff. Occasionally, I come across an email that is worth basically telling you about, and this is one of them. I'll just read what he wrote. It's quite a lengthy email, but he is offering help to South Africans wanting to migrate out of the country, and he is an expat South African. Okay, here we go. He writes, "My wife and I left South Africa in 2008 after the brutal rape and murder in Franschhoek of her 82-year-old aunt. The three killers were out on bail for another serious crime. They were arrested and taken to court and released. No trial, never mind a conviction or sentence. There was a threat then already that beachfront property, private game reserve and golf estates would be seized. Compensation, if any, to be determined by the ANC. No appeal against whatever capricious decision, including in the Constitutional Court. We owned beachfront property north of Durban, bought after we had 6 attacks in 5 weeks on our small holding, where we kept horses. During the last attack, the horses were mutilated and had to be put down, and I was shot through my hand. I can sympathize with your current emotions, being there. We duly left, settled in the UK and set up a medical practice with rooms in Scotland and Harley Street, London. We live in northeast Scotland, in a stunning area, not far from Balmoral Castle. The whole of northeast Scotland is a vibrant tourist area. Lots of golf courses, castles, distilleries, hunting, fishing and ski slopes. We know of some 105 South African families who have settled in northeastern Aberdeenshire and do very well. Many are fellow medics. Quite a few tourism-related employment opportunities here. Most hotels, resorts and restaurants could not function without foreigners who provide the bulk of service-related employment. Not all are EU citizens. We have assisted fellow South Africans where we could. Some were traumatized by events in South Africa. Many elected to leave before events would overtake them. Scotland offers free schooling, and if you're a resident for 3 years or more, free university or college education. Free medical through the NHS. One is assessed on skills, experience and work history, and if applicable, education. Plenty of job opportunities in the caring industry on account of the rapidly aging population. This is hard work and shift-based. Pay is so-so, but a good start. We built up our practice through sheer hard work and bloody-mindedness. We still work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. We invested in ourselves and took risks. No one feels sorry for you or what you have been through. No one cares to find out. You are the sole architect of your own success or failure, as simple and as cold as that. I mention this as a good few people we assisted through that thought that Scotland owed them a living and pretty much demanded all sorts of leg-ups from the people and the system. They are still waiting. Apart from church people, to a very limited extent, no one will hold your hand, except for some fellow South Africans, if they think that you are worth the effort. Emigration is not easy. You lose your history, your social circle, and family support structures. You also need money to get started out here. You need to deposit a few months' rent to even be considered for a flat. Furniture, white goods, winter clothes, transport chalk up pretty quickly. No credit card and overdraft facility until you've been here a few years. No crowdfunding that we know of. A number of families we met returned to South Africa as they had unrealistic expectations. Excuse me. To even begin to assist you, we would need your extensive CV. We would look at it as a heads up for a job for you, and we have thought through our job, a decent contract or two, a decent contact or two, not contract. Your health and that of your child are key issues when looking for a job here as an expat. If there is no support structure during school holidays or child illness, people are not wild keen to have a weak link in their staff roster. You would need to convince them that you will be here to do the job you were hired for. After hours childminding is expensive. If you have no UK ancestry or until March 2019 a EU door opener, you may get a visa tied to your employer. If you leave, your residence permit can end and you must leave the country. There are provisions to get a right to remain status, but that takes a few years, and this can lead to UK citizenship if you wish it. We are currently assisting a first-class South African electrician and his family achieve this. They have not had an easy run here. He lives in Scotland and his wife and daughters in Kent, near London. He walked the walk and then some. Life here is safe and we are very comfortable and happy. The move was worth it, but not easy. Whatever you do for a living here, you have to be better at it than the locals. In our case, it meant to become the first and, as far as we know, the only practice in the UK to be ISO 9001-2015. European norms and British standards rate for diagnostics, treatment, aesthetics, medicine, and biopharmacology. You have no idea what hoops you have to jump through, and the mountains of idiotic paperwork that go with this status. We both hate paperwork with a passion, but the sacrifice paid off. Without that expensive and bureaucratic piece of paper, we would not have been regarded as good or better than the locals, and we wouldn't have made it. If you're looking for someone to provide you with a bolt hole, we cannot help you. If you want a fresh start in a beautiful and safe country and are prepared to essentially go it alone, facing some or all of the above, start with the CV. Any help we and fellow South Africans may offer is ex gratia. Nice to have it, but be prepared to stand on your own 2 feet. It is your life. We have to live ours and assist where we're able. As an aside, Prime Minister May told Ramaphosa when he was here that she essentially agreed with his proposed land grab. Don't expect refugee status anytime soon. Good news is that her own party is trying to get that gaffe undone. I hope this may have been of some assistance. It incorporates some of our experiences, and then he provides his email address and his direct phone number. Now, what I'm going to do is, if you're considering the UK or Scotland, and you have a CV, because that's his first criteria, and it's not just in the medical field. It can be, as he said, an electrician or in the hospitality industry or whatever. If you have a comprehensive CV, I'm going to put my email address down below. Just send me an email with the CV and just say in there, please, could you put me in touch with Philip? His name is Philip. And what I'll do is I will then forward your email with the CV direct to Philip. And then it's up to him to get back to you. That's all I can do, guys, okay? Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, and have a great evening. Bye for now.